Really respect Coach Kraft and Gardner Webb. They played, like a lot of the teams that we played, a tough schedule and had chances to win and really should have won, probably their last two. Both games could have gone either way, but really impressed with what we see on film, what we saw on film going into this game. You could see it early in the game. They really test you, and really throughout that first half, they test you with their offense. I mean, they are moving at warp speed. They're setting screens all over the place and really putting you in some difficult positions. And I thought their guys were playing well and following their game plan, extremely well. And I thought our guys, did a fair job, in that first half. Had a little bit of a run there to get it to 38-30, and then had a couple of plays there where they were able to creep back just a tad, but to go in with a minimal lead there at halftime. We knew it was still a game. Obviously, we needed to perform even better in the second half, and was really pleased with the guys' answer in the second half and the ability for our team to stretch it out, in the middle of that half. And then, really not even in the middle, it kind of started at the beginning, I guess, but and then they came back again, they got it to 10. And, they've done that all year. And our guys were fully aware of that. The majority of their games, they go on runs. And both teams go on runs. So they're never really out of a game because they don't turn the basketball over. They're getting shots, every time down. And so our guys understood that. That one timeout that we had, I didn't really have to say much. The guys, were talking, and it was a really good finish, to the game for us. A lot of contributions. Obviously, Sean was great tonight. Tobi was really good in his minutes. Max, I thought, was about as complete a game as he's played on offense and defense. His defense was excellent tonight. Joe Bam, was Joe Bam. So a good win for us, and now we can kind of, get ready, put this away, the non-conference, and begin to get ready for what we know is going to be a really challenging conference season.
Sean, team.
And Tobi, talk about that second half where you obviously in those runs where you had a couple of dunks, alley hoops. What was your thoughts on your performance in the second half?
Just fueled by faith, man. That's where I got my strength from, man. I don't know, I don't really think about I'm gonna do this, or obviously we have focuses for the game, but I'm just out there trying to give glory to God. That's it, man. Give all my effort to the teammates right next to me, and that's it.
What's more satisfying?
Eventually, they begin to feel it, as the season wears on.
Congratulations on the win, Coach. Fourth consecutive game, 80-plus points or more. Just talk about these last four games offensively, and then what your thoughts going into conference play.
Yeah, the guys are improving. They're getting better. Certainly adding two guys that can score the ball. I mean, obviously you got Sean gets 20-some tonight, and Joe Bam does as well. I mean, that obviously changes your offense, significantly. But we've also got to, keep in mind our defense has to be there. And tonight it was on occasions, and the biggest, defensive, goal for us tonight was to be really solid and consistent in our transition defense. We were not, as good as we needed to be in transition defense against a team that really pushes the ball. And so the combination of the two is really important for us. Conference play tightens up, we understand that. It's the teams begin to really know one another, especially the ones that you're playing twice, and so it gets harder to score. Even our best teams, last year's Utah State team. I mean, there were some games where it was, like that team could get to hundreds, to the hundreds, but it also could win in the 80s. But it found ways to win in the 60s and maybe even below that. I can't remember specifically, but there were games where, we're able to win at different levels, and that's what happens when you get into conference play. The ability to find a way to win. How are you going to find a way to win no matter what where that range is?
The energy that